Hi. Well, recently, 150 Chinese jet fighters flew into the so-called defense identification zone of Taiwan. 150 within 4 days. New record. So something is smelling gunpowder, right? And another thing that also smells gunpowder. But before I continue, please check your subscription. It is still valid, yeah? Because it's still happening, funny thing that, my number of viewers, my number of likes, my number of subscribers disappeared. Okay, so what is the next thing that struck me? And that is American nuclear power-driven submarine, yeah, knocked or collided with some unidentifiable objects near China coast, in the South China Sea, south of the big island Hainan. And no one say what it was. Even the American announcement just say unidentified object, it collided. And the collision was so serious that, so this submarine has to come up to water level. And this submarine is a huge submarine, it's an extremely important submarine, yeah? With a lot of equipment in it, a lot of weaponry and so on. So this is not a small thing. And the collision actually led to some 11 American Marine soldiers got injured. Yeah. So what is going on? And in the same time, before I try to explain to you what is really going on under the water, yeah, or behind the scenes, then I should mention that I got a question from one of my many viewers, this time from the very north, from the Nordic countries. He was asking me, how shall we understand? Because suddenly Xi Jinping, after showing his weapons, showing his muscle for years, and suddenly he say he would like to have a peaceful solution to reunify it with Taiwan. How shall I understand it? I say, what my answer was? I say, don't waste too much of your time to listen to all those words from a leader of a Chinese Communist Party, because they are all liars. Actually, no matter what they say, it's either a lie or part of a lie, part of a deception. Even if that sentence is true, it's just tactically to put in a true statement in a bigger deception. So remember that. So forget about it. Look at more what they do, what they have done, and what they do. Okay? So in reality, we know that more and more Chinese jet fighters are flying over Taiwan. So what do they want? And actually, interesting is this new record, as I mentioned, something 150 jet fighters within 4 days, right? It's a new record. The first day was 38, second day was 39, and the third day was something like 50 something, yeah? Flying over. It's escalating. And in the same time, that happened, that accident with the American nuclear-powered submarine. Interesting. Is it a coincidence? Probably not. Now, there are many theories, again, about what happened with the submarine. And the theory, which I believe is the most probable one, is there was a collision, or actually the American submarine was hit by a Chinese object, purposely. Yeah? And why? Because this American nuclear power submarine came just too close to a huge secret submarine base near Hainan Island. That is known for many years, that they have a huge submarine base there. And the American wanted to find out what is going on. So you see, this is politics. On the surface, Xi Jinping talked about peaceful reunification, and also the National Security Officer of American government, Secretary of State for Security, Sullivan, and the Chinese top diplomat, they met each other and talked about, to cooperate and so on and so on. Look like they are looking for a more peaceful solution, whatever. This is on the surface. So we always have to see what they are doing. So if that is so peaceful, why they send so many jet fighters over Taiwan? If that is so peaceful, why America bothered to send even a huge submarine and close to find out what the Chinese submarine base are doing? Yeah. Now, here I want to tell you one thing. If you may remember, I think almost 1 year ago in my episode, I mentioned that I have some friend in China who discussed with me in a secure way, about because they were worried about the risk of war, because they believed also that Xi Jinping want to be, so to say, to continue a new mandate period after year 2022. So before that, in order to gain, so to say, vote within the party top, or support within the party top, he need to show people something. He need to show something unusual, that he became a hero, or he put China into a kind of war state. Because when there is a big risk of war, then you can have a kind of a martial law situation, and then all this election or change of leader would then be put aside and it would then continue. So he need to do something. And I said it a year ago, he probably will do something, but I also mentioned that I don't think it's so easy for them to attack Taiwan and occupy Taiwan. But what they may do, I said about a year ago, that they may attack some small islands outside Taiwan. You should know that Taiwan has, for example, 2 bigger islands, small island, but bigger than the other, called Mazhu and Jinmen. And these islands are closer to the mainland of China than to Taiwan. So that is easy for the Chinese marine to take it. But there's also another island, in English you call it Pratas Island, which is near the Bashi Channel between Taiwan in the north and Philippines in the south. There is an island called Pratas Island. This island right now is controlled by Taiwan. And this island is extremely important. Why? Because as I also mentioned in one of my earlier episodes called Why CCP Risk a World War to Take Taiwan, because it is not only Taiwan they want to take. The problem as seen by the CCP is their marine cannot come out to the world, to the huge Pacific, because China is surrounded. From the north, you have Japan, and you have Taiwan, and you have Philippines, and so on. So all these island chains, they are all on more or less American side. So the Chinese huge submarine and other marine warship is not that easy for them to go eastward out. Now, they want to pass Bashi Channel between Taiwan and Philippines. And there, to control this channel, you need the control of that island, Pratas Island. So Pratas Island is extremely important, and they may take it, because to take a small island from Taiwan is much, much easier than to take the whole Taiwan. And actually, America would defend Taiwan not because of Taiwan, but because of American global strategy. They don't want either the Chinese warship can easily access to the huge Pacific. So, and that means this Pratas Island is of extremely strategic importance, and also the Bashi Channel, of course. So, and And this is exactly what the Americans try to find out, what activity are the Chinese Marine doing and the submarine doing, because this is the last thing America would allow the Chinese warship to go through the Bashi Channel. So this is why that accident, and this is why all those show of power of flying 50 planes in one day over Taiwan. So again, we have to understand that for the leader of CCP, nothing is more important than their power. For their power, they are ready to do anything. They are ready to risk millions of lives in the world, meaning risking a whole world war just to maintain their power, to strengthen their power. This is sad, but it's true. Thank you.